Okay. It's gonna take a few minutes though. Put me in there. Guess I don't have to go to many places now, since it's not affiliated to any site, so I can just tag as many people as I want. And then it's all good. Unfortunately, I haven't actually played the game so far. Well, yet, as of today, so we're kind of just waiting around.
Hello.
Hey Janet, how are you? Are you ready for the Corrupted Christian stream? I mean Mass Effect.
Yeah, I think I am. At least for a while. I got to go out of school in about an hour and a half or so because it's awards day.
Yay! I've got my graduation ceremony next week.
When the USB driver on Windows 10 forgets that I have a second screen.
That's got to be amusing to say the least. Hey Bork, how are you today? We're actually just setting up, guys. So at the moment it's doing the Cerberus base and then going all the way to self-promotion from everything. Okay, no, we're good. Although I have to admit, people probably still remember yesterday when I managed to shove 7 inches of a sausage down my throat. Sorry, in my mouth. It didn't get to my throat. Yeah, Bork, I've got a degree coming up next year. So I need to actually apply for the course. Then I need to get my student loan sorted. There's a lot of thens when you want to start going into the higher education side of things. Hey Comrade Son, how are you? Same way. Go to graduation ceremony. Get diploma. Then... oh god. Accept course for next year. Do student loans. Make sure that student loans is accepted. God damn it. Hey Cuggy, how are you? I feel I might have to turn Mass Effect down because the last stream I did, when there were Reaper forces involved, the Banshees came and they pretty much tore my ears off. Because they do this extremely high-pitched screech and by God is it loud. Unfortunately, we won't be having the same sex. Unfortunately, we won't be having the same sex scene between Shepard and Ashley because they never managed to get a mod together for them. But they do kiss and say they love each other. It's just a little bit weird. As you know, it's this goddamn scene again that everybody loves. Hey JC, you finally gotten out of lurker mode. Congratulations.
Remember when I got my degree from college? People have been to school for 16 years. The entire row ahead of me could not figure out what alphabetical order meant.
I still have no idea what this kid is supposed to signify. She, like, at the start, Commander Shepard, like, sees this kid, and then they get killed, and then that's it. Like, that's the only emotional connection that's ever been had, and that's one of the annoying parts. And you know, the characters generally look pretty good, and then they kind of like just textured bras on. Like, look. Oh god. It's weird.
Shepard, we've arrived. The crew is waiting.
Yeah, how are the doggies today, Janet? Also, everyone, if you want to join me on voice chat, go for it.
The strike team is in.
More people, the better.
Fifth Fleet, all forward.
Doing good, except they're getting kind of weird every now and then.
What are they doing?
Shepard,
Well, Sophie, the older, smaller, short-haired
this is the
person
central
was
point of operations for
sleeping.
Cerberus. They will have intense
And
security
Sally, the older,
With my
slightly
knowledge,
larger,
this
long-haired
and this
dachshund
body's updated
decided it
protocol.
was time to
I
groom
offer
Sophie,
best
so she
information.
started licking her ear. And Sophie goes, "What the fuck?" and wakes up.
Grab your gear.
Oh, okay, never mind. It just goes back to sleep while Sally is still tonguing her ear.
Are your dogs like a never-ending source of amusement?
Pretty much.
So we're going for the M7 Lancer with stability, so it's actually stable. Hello Shino, thank you. I have nice clothes, and an increase in ammo, which puts you like from like 64 rounds to like 80 or something, which is great. The Black Widow, best sniper rifle in the game. You can fire it for 3 times. We also have an unfinished weapon called the M11 Suppressor, which is max in every single stats, including weight. And then lastly, the Geth Plasma Shotgun. ED will be having the Suppressor and the Shuriken, and actually we'll be having the Typhoon and the Black Widow. The Typhoon benefits Ashley and Garrus the most, because Garrus, I think he has a stat bonus to having assault rifles, so if you like designate targets with Garrus, he kills them. And Ashley with Marksman and the N7 Typhoon is literally just ridiculous, like everything dies. And since she has an 80% capacity, she's gone from having 100 rounds to 180 rounds.
Joker, what's our status?
We've got a foothold, but it's not much, Commander. A lot of fighters guarding the launch base.
Can you get us in?
Hey, I got us to Irox. I can do this. It might be a bumpy ride, though.
Do what you can.
So I was thinking of just doing a stream for the Battle of Earth, but then I realised it would take like half an hour, and you don't exactly want to do a stream for half an hour, right? I mean, that's even beyond me.
I will be fine, Jeff. Head to the shuttle, Edie.
Fifth Fleet's cut through their line. They're regrouping. Now's as good a time as any.
Hey Bronze, how are you doing today?
I know it hurts not being able to
Also,
go with
can
her.
you guys hear the dialogue and everything in the game, please?
Yeah, it
Just tell me
sucks.
if you can.
Thanks for bringing that up. Hey, Shepard. Keep her safe.
Same to you.
we wait. So what, there's only like one little docking bay in this entire hangar? This entire space station? Okay. Hey Midnight, how are you today, Josh? Josh is actually flying to the UK on Saturday, and he'll be with me on Thursday.
Everything okay, Cortez?
Anyway, we'll be taking warp ammo with everything. Oh. Where are you? Where are you, Mr. Cerberus? Oh great, there's an Atlas there. So, I'm going to show you why they didn't include this gun in the original. Yep, there we go. It doesn't have much ammo though, so it kind of falls apart a lot. Where are you going? It's like the Earl of the Grand Old Duke of York that marches men up 10,000 steps and then marched them down 10,000 again, and this nemesis just marched up the steps and then went down, and then just went up and then went down, stuff like that. And we're all going to be vented.
Cerberus intends to vent the hangar bay. Can you stop them?
Garrett, you need... Okay, you're using disruptor ammo. I need to equip everything with warp because warp is best ammo. Warp just like gives you like a flat... I think it's a 25 to 35% boost for everything. I don't know, let's see. Warp ammo. Warp ammo gives a 60% health damage bonus, a 60% armor damage bonus, a 112% barrier weakening, a barrier damage, 25% armor weakening, and a 75% lifted target damage. Hey Marshall Clark, how are you today?
Thanks for asking.
You're a bit quiet, let me turn you up.
Yeah, that's... I don't know why. I'm already boosting everything I can in this microphone.
I'm sorry.
Somehow every single system picks up my
We need to find a console
line
and stop
really
Cerberus.
weakly.
Edie,
I
I've
don't
got
know
a
why.
console. Go!
Mm-hmm.
Hangar vent procedure. Disabled. Can you open the hangar? No.
Open the hangar,
However,
Edie.
I can access their fighter launch controls.
You know the
Wait,
hairstyle
what?
about Edie really annoys me. Also, I just saw Edie from the back for the first time ever, and by God, it's like she has like a helmet.
Shepard, Cerberus is aware that the venting attempt failed. Reinforcements are inbound.
Well, her hair is actually made as a helmet.
Yeah, I remember she saying that she's able to like get her helmet in a way that she can deflect projectiles.
Mm.
Guess they figured out what we're doing. They're not stopping us now.
Useful.
And actually, no, I want the shotgun. The shotgun's fun.
Do you know how to play the game on easy mode?
Actually, I can't even remember what mode I'm on in the first place. What mode am I on?
No,
Oh,
that's not what I meant. I meant get the Black Widow or the Widow or the Javelin, put the time dilation feature on it and play as an infiltrator. Easy mode engaged.
Have you seen the ultimate easy mode weapon, the M11 suppressor? And I mean the one that's the original one. I mean the one that is maxed out in all stats.
Could have. I played the game once in multiplayer when that was still a thing. That was fun.
Perfect. Let's get down there.
This is a weapon that isn't even in the base game. Like you can't get it. Like you can only obtain it.
That's why I don't have it.
Via console commands. I mean, in order to get the perfect ending for Mass Effect, you have to have 6,000 effective rating, which is only achievable through multiplayer. And since multiplayer is dead, well, I have to kind of do the
If
thing.
you want to, we can play multiplayer together, or is it not possible anymore because the server's shut down?
I think it's. I don't think it's possible anymore.
Oh, that's sad. The game multiplayer mode was quite fun.
I never got to play it.
I once played it with a friend of mine and my brother.
The central lab
You
was
could
located
really
behind this
do
hangar.
some ludicrous stuff,
Suggest
and it
we
was
follow
fun.
the fighter's path.
Fun as hell.
Noted. Let's
Yeah,
move.
guys. If you haven't clicked the like button already, please do. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And of course, if you'd like to help with expenses for Tank Fest, which I'm trying to get money together for gas and food, since I'll have 2 other people with me, there is a Streamlabs description below. I just decapitated the pilot of the Atlas. No.
That was the last Cerberus team.
Also remember the ultimate easy mode. Ashley and Garrus with N7 Typhoons and just mark targets and just watch them melt.
Well, also works.
But yeah, I don't think people have actually ever gotten to the 4th ending before, so this is it.
Edie, can you get past it? One moment. Cerberus has
I absolutely adored the Javelin in the single player mode.
How's Cerberus reacting to us breaching the door?
I mean, wall
Off as much of the base as
Go ahead.
and
Most
nearly
obvious
infinite
routes to the
punch
central
through.
lab are blocked.
Hmm?
Other areas are being fortified. Heavy troopers will attempt to delay us while engineers set up turrets. Any more surprises like venting the hangar? No. I am aware of this facility's safeguards and can counteract them. Cerberus can merely slow us down. And if I hadn't brought you along, Cerberus would have vented the
You also
hangar.
have all the DLC as
Thanks
well,
for
so you'll be
coming.
able to exhaust
I
all
am
of the
pleased to
options
assist.
for everything.
Cool.
I mean, I finally managed to
We
get
must
the
proceed to a sublevel
same-sex
to avoid
romance with
Cerberus
Ashley.
containment measures.
So, ME1,
Oh.
ME2,
Where do you
ME3.
think we'll find the Prothean VI? A central lab at the heart of this facility. It is the most secure area. Following the destruction left by the fighter will offer the most direct route.
You didn't finish your playthrough as Obama? Really, Midnight? Why can't I go? Hello, can I use the stair, please?
Oh,
Yes.
I imagine my teammates might have to do it first. Go on, Ash, you can do it. Believe in yourself. There
by the
we
way,
go.
what mission are you currently playing?
I'm doing the Cerberus base.
Ah, right. Completely forgot about that part of the game.
Yeah, that
There's
part
been
of it.
has been some time since I played.
Although I think the mission where you have to stop Cerberus from overtaking the Citadel is kind of the one that didn't fit. Did you know that Omega was actually supposed to be in the main part of the game? And then they just kind of forgot about it and then added it as a DLC.
Well, really does not surprise me. I mean, it's BioWare, the bad BioWare and EA work.
Yeah. I never actually bothered playing Andromeda. I kind of just looked at like the opening things. I was like, this is going to be a train wreck, so I didn't bother playing it or buying it.
Engineers are currently
I mean, the first reveal trailers where they simply showed the helmeted character, they looked really nice and really got me interested in the game. But the second they showed gameplay, especially the week before the launch of the game, where all the bugs and all the broken features were shown, I instantly lost any type of interest in the game.
Your reconstruction.
Especially after seeing the train wreck that it was at the end, with being completely broken and nearly impossible to play. Well, it was not impossible, but it was really badly looking and stuff like that. I mean, come on, there were so many mistakes in there. They should have prevented, because it was such amateurish work. And also, I've seen a review of Andromeda where somebody just pulled a storyline out of his ass where he simply said, okay, I would do it like this. It sounded like 15 times better. and it would have set up a completely new trilogy, where he said he would have done the game in a way that the Reapers were actually the good guys in that galaxy, and your character would be really weirded out. Well, your character wouldn't know that, because you were started way before the Reapers even came. So you as the player would know, wait, the Reapers are the bad guys, why are they doing good? He would fuck with you psychologically because you know the game, but the character doesn't.
So actually being indoctrinated?
No, he would. The gist of it was would be another trilogy, and at the end it would come out that there was a massive, giant, ancient race that was basically cultivating galaxies as gardens and petri dishes to do experiments in. For example, kill off every intelligent life every 5 billion years, see the Milky Way, or whatever they were doing in the Andromeda Galaxy then.
Now let's go put it right.
It sounded really interesting.
It is very interesting. I remember there was a plot line that somebody wanted to do for Fallout 4 in which instead you were a synth, like a prototype synth that was replaced, that replaced the original parents, which actually made some sense in terms of the upgrades you can do to yourself.
Yep.
But then, you know, the whole, I want to save my child. Ooh, there's a frying pan.
Sounds about right. I never played Fallout 4, so I don't know.
The gunplay is okay, but that's it.
That's the problem with most of modern games. Gunplay is okay, but that's it.
We are clear to proceed.
So many games today that are only good in gunplay or in visuals, but completely lack in story. Which is also why I'm really hyped for Cyberpunk 2077. Because fucking hell, when you have Young Yeah and the layman gaming and everyone talking about it like it's hot shit, and saying you will not miss it, you will miss it if you do not watch it, then I'm really getting excited.
I'm actually excited for the Metro Exodus.
Never played the Metro games.
They are, it's like a stealth horror game, they are really good.
And that's the problem, horror. I'm not fond of the horror games. Like, at all.
It's really good though.
Well, I believe you.
I just love like blowing people's heads off with the Widow, it's great. Especially when you do it like multiple times in a row.
Yeah. You should go and get the Javelin then. You can do that through 5 guys in a row between 2 walls with a thermal optics scope. That is fun.
That's pretty fun.
Simply wallbang everything. And you can fit the penetration mods and everything as well. So you can like pen through 50 meters of walls and people. There was actually in the multiplayer game there was the gas infiltrator who got infravision by default ability and also increased his penetration. Then you had drill ammo where you had even more penetration. So you had at some point a weapon who would simply shoot through the entire map and kill everything in its path. You would simply have to aim for the heads.
That is great.
That was glorious. It was glorious.
That is pretty glorious. And yeah, Midnight, new games. To be honest, I haven't really bought a new AAA game for a while. Like, I haven't really been interested at all.
What was the last AAA game I bought? I think it was... No, that was not a AAA game. The last real game I bought, which was not free to play or a MMO title, was Nier Automata, which is a glorious game. You should play it. But play it with controller because the keyboard controls are absolutely garbage.
I mean, like, the last AAA game you bought at release, or near to?
Mass Effect 3, I think? Bought that game at release. I think that was the last time I actually bought a AAA title.
You were that rogue
So it's
VI?
been a long time.
Yes.
Really disappointing.
Guess we didn't exactly get off on the right foot.
I think the last AAA game I bought at release was Dark Souls 3.
Awareness while under attack
Oh yeah, that game I also
I am
played.
pleased that my relationship with organics has become
Never played it through because I got fed up with the control scheme for computer. Then I bought an Xbox controller which didn't work, so I was really pissed off at some point and simply quit. Also, I had internet problems at that time, so when I tried to play online, I was simply getting one-hit killed and couldn't do nothing against.
Yeah.
Because netcode low.
For it. Good work. I'll take your recommendations on planned installation. Sir, it can be very persuasive. If it were to turn a crewman, convince them to disable the shackles.
But yeah, today I'm seeing the AAA title more like a stigma than a positive feature.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Especially with EA and like releasing FIFA and Madden every year. That's like the same fucking game every year.
I mean, you have Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice and stuff like that. You have games that look AAA, feel AAA, but cost like the fraction of it. It's not that hard to build a great game. I mean, I'm playing Warframe right now, and that game looks not awesome. It plays great. It has a good gunplay. It has, well, it's a free-to-play game, so more like a shooter, so there's not really much.
Well, Skylar, I'm glad you finally had sex. I'm happy for you too.
7 zettabytes? Most of it was jazz. That was...
Yeah, that's still on the to-do list.
I know. And thank you.
Finding love.
Oh, finding love. What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me.
Where the fuck am I supposed to go?
No, the correct version would be, baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
Don't
no
fuck
more.
me. So yeah, guys, I finally decided to use my phone to talk. So I can respond in chat now without having to do the things.
Don't hold back.
This isn't Elysium, Shepard.
I'll be fine. Let's take Cerberus down, please.
Understood, Commander. All ships, you're free to fire.
And now they're just bombing the station as well. I'm still kind of sad that they didn't really have enough time to finish Mass Effect 3.
Yeah. I also wasn't there the rumor or the was that they nearly finished the game, but then somebody kicked out like 50% of the end game, and they simply had to redo it in like 3 or 4 months, which gave us the absolutely horrible ending that it had at the beginning.
Yeah.
Cybernetics take time to get used to, believe me.
Because somebody got his knickers in the twister.
Remind me of Shepard. Shepard betrayed you. Shepard was always going to stay true to her beliefs. She's wrong, but I can respect.
I really would love to know what the original ending was supposed to be.
I think it'll come out in a few years, or maybe it's buried somewhere on Reddit, since that's where game devs like to go.
I don't think they ever released that because it's on the NDA. So maybe you will find it sometimes in 4chan. Somebody is even brave enough to post it.
Priority, not Shepard. Because of her, the Council is still in power. Shepard is keeping the Reapers occupied while our research progresses. But as it happens, I believe you'll find your chance for a rematch. Head to Thessia. Shepard will be there soon. And I want you waiting. Here it is. Excellent. The Prothean
Oh
VI
god.
should enable us to determine the nature of the
Anyway, my grandmother has been fed with dinner. She had a veggie pizza,
everything we need.
Yes.
so she's good.
Help a few loose ends.
I just had self-made burgers. Except veggies.
Should I finish her?
I had a gourmet burger earlier.
Shepard for now, if possible. For now, Sanctuary gave us a proof of concept for controlling the Reapers. And made it a target. Miranda Lawson. Get the data from Sanctuary. If Miranda gets in your way, deal with her.
Don't kill Miranda, please.
Pleasure, sir.
Even though I didn't really like Miranda during ME2, she's decent as a person.
Here it is. Excellent.
I feel like Kai Leng was just too annoying.
Yeah, he's really annoying.
He's very annoying.
Come on, best character is Garrus.
I agree. Garrus is best space boyfriend.
Yep. Best bromance ever. Also Legion. I absolutely love the character of Legion.
He was pretty good. Great, we can go now, I think. Oh wait, I went the wrong way, didn't I? Congrats me. Oh wait, I did go the wrong way. Psst. Well done. Well, I'm glad you've been able to accidate today, Bronze. I know that you don't exactly have a good time at where you work because it hurts your feet all the time. And yes, I did actually give Cerberus the collector base because I wanted to see if there was any difference. There wasn't really.
What's left of it?
Yeah.
I guess Cerberus recovered.
That would actually have been a really interesting thing where they would have given the Cerberus guys more powerful weapons.
Yeah.
Because they were giving the Cerberus base, the collector base. God damn it, they could have done so much better with the game. Really disappointed in them.
Actually, Midnight, if you use the ME3 same-sex mod, you can do same-sex for both sexes. So you can do same-sex Garrett, same-sex Caden, same-sex James. Even though most of the human characters are kind of boring, to be honest.
I mean, you're playing a space game with aliens, so where the fuck go for standard?
Shoot the fuck at that guy. Go on, Ashy. Use your Typhoon. I've never really found the Phantoms to be annoying or even deadly. It's like...
You mean the sneaky fuckers with the sword?
Yeah.
They are not annoying until you play multiplayer where they confront you and stay down for the rest of the round. At Master difficulty, that really gets annoying really fast, especially with their insane health pool for being a glass cannon.
Yeah, if you destroy the Cerberus base, they use the core as a power source. If you keep it alive, they use the head as a computing power.
Like it's watching us. Tried to kill me last time.
Yeah.
It can watch all at once.
It isn't really particularly much of a difference. Use a Geth plasma shotgun. Shit. Let me shoot the generator anyway. So they don't actually take the head back with them, which is actually the more creepy aspect of destroying the Cerberus base, because you know the head is basically looking at you the entire time while you're down here. Whereas now it's just the core. See, no head.
Yep.
I mean, the plot of Mass Effect 3 is relatively stable right up until the end, which is a lot more than most games have done, but it kind of falls behind what the previous two were.
Yep. It was an unfulfilling final battle in comparison to what the other games did. And then you come to Mass Effect Andromeda and it's like nosedives through the ground and comes out the end of it.
I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, it's not that hard to write a semi-good storyline. As long as you stay true to the stuff the fans want. I'm gonna take my rope.
The performance upgrades are off the charts.
Alright.
Our troops can outfight any Alliance soldier.
The whole thing with Cerberus is that they didn't really have any difficult targets to kill. Like the Centurions, they just had the shield, but not really enough of them. The Assault Troopers, just a red bar. The Snipers were probably the most annoying part, but the Phantoms were just kind of a pushover. And the mechs were just too big.
You wanted my opinion on this.
Yep.
It's too dangerous.
I think the most terrifying enemy for me always was the Banshee.
Especially when you have your headphones on.
No, generally because it does a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah, it can completely kill off your shields, and if you are unshielded, it will kill you instantly.
Yep. And then it tanks like a fuck ton of damage and teleports.
Hey Hedy, how are you?
Okay.
Although I think selecting target with Ashley and Garrus is a good way to kill them. That's how I did the final ending. Just selected them. You know, the game like kind of forces you to be in the middle when you're defending the truck, because the Reaper will pretty much kill everything except it doesn't fire directly at the truck. I almost managed to kill all of them by being at the side, but my teammates never were able to join me, so eventually I just ran out of bullets.
Yeah, the final battle against the Reaper baby is...
The Reaper baby.
What else do you call it?
I'd rather you just talk to like a more neutral version of Harbinger.
This is it. Stay sharp, everyone.
Sure.
In the end, he wasn't that scary.
Yep.
Well, there's the chair. There's the sun. Also, do you wonder how much of Mass Effect could have been speeded up if the player had a head cam?
A head cam in sense of what?
A head cam with a voice recorder.
You mean Shepard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could have sped up a lot of things. Also, that's also sometimes okay. Well, it's just my sense of disbelief how the games sometimes do obvious stuff not, where you simply think, wait, they're in the future, they have access to more awesome tech than we do. Why are they not doing the stuff we are already doing?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We all saw what you accomplished on Sanctuary.
Alright, well,
Same as controlling
something has to give for believable for stories to exist.
I have what I need to make it a reality.
I mean, for example, The Expanse. That story is still has many holes, but it's still a great story, and it's still semi-hard sci-fi. They have the Epstein drive and the proto molecule, but the rest is pretty much bang on. Only thing I'm not understanding is why they're even fighting for resources when they have fusion reactors.
Yeah.
Because large-scale fusion reactors create what is called a post-scarcity economy, and you simply do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Are we going into physics now?
No, not physics, simple economics.
Yeah, it's like trying to build things normally if you can build everything with a 3D printer.
Yeah. I mean, for example, with infinite power from fusion reactors, you could build a space elevator, you could build a desalination factory for enough water you ever need, you could build extraction systems for gold out of the water and ever heavy metals, so you have no problems there. You could go underwater, you could do basically nearly everything you can set your mind to. You could even create other elements. I mean, we have the technology now, we can transmutate elements. The only difference is we have not enough energy to do it on a large scale. If you have infinite energy, basically infinite energy, you do whatever the hell you want.
Alright, Janet, have fun with the doggies.
I've already acquired what you're looking for.
Yay, Josh, hugs.
I've almost got it.
Edie, I'm surprised at you. Working so hard to bring about the Reaper's destruction.
Elusive Man really flopped at the end.
You could have destroyed Eva's body.
What flopped at the end?
The Elusive Man.
It was necessary.
My point
Yeah.
exactly.
I've got it.
It was quite a letdown.
It was.
Online. Security breach detected.
Enjoy your little chat, but don't overstay your welcome.
You are attempting to recover me from indoctrinated forces.
Yes, Profium VI, we attempting to recover you from indoctrinated forces.
Security protocols have been overridden. I will comply. The catalyst enhances dark energy transmissions and coordinates the entire mass relay network. In your cycle, it is known as the Citadel.
Also, I feel like they should have known it was the Citadel earlier, because like just about everything big and scary begins with C. Crucible, Catalyst,
That is correct.
Citadel.
Collectors,
The Citadel was built by the Reapers.
Cerberus,
Mm-hmm.
Were passed down to us from
Council.
and countless cycles before that. At some point, it is difficult
Commander Shepard.
to adapt to incorporate the use of the catalyst.
Krogan, and then all that.
That's okay.
Was not sufficiently powerful to defeat the Reapers.
So we use their own technology against
The only thing that is scary, and it does not begin with C in the Mass Effect universe, is the Genophage.
What can
That was
you
actually
tell me
pretty
is
terrifying.
And the Reavers, or whatever the Ragnets?
They will retake control of it.
The
Programmed to withhold
The Rachni in Mass Effect 1.
Ragni, right?
It's as ready as it's
They
gonna
also
be. Let's
they
get it
also
to the
appear in
Citadel.
Mass Effect 3
Yeah, they,
for a short amount of time.
Why not?
they do it.
the one who broke through my security protocols.
They're,
Right.
they're the Reaper's artillery unit, which I don't think you can ever survive a single salvo from them.
Then the Citadel is in
If you get hit by a full salvo, yep, you're toast.
Yeah, they'll
Which
take
is
out
why
your
you have-
shields with one hit, then they'll move, then you'll boot you down to 10% health, and then you'll kill you with the last shot.
Yep.
Earth.
Which is also why it's quite funny.
Protected at all costs. The odds of accessing it are remote.
Rain.
Don't count us out.
Rain is not working.
We've come this far.
Please reboot.
Finish this.
Alright. Wait, are you rebooting?
Earth.
I hope to find
No, my brain is rebooting at the
Oh.
moment.
Edie, get me
Right.
Hackett. He needs.
Kylen, could you finally die? Okay, well, we're gonna kill the guy with the weird eye implants.
He did warn you.
We don't like him very much.
That's racist. Kill him.
Kill him.
Wait.
So I love how our gun is like strong enough to pretty much kill off the. Also, he runs like he's Naruto. You
Yes,
know
he
the
does.
whole
Well, I think they created his animations simply from going off the Nemesis. I think. Because it's basically a buffed Nemesis.
yeah. Grenade. Also, unfortunately, how the Cerberus troop lands make them annoyingly very easy to kill. I missed. Oh shit, they're gonna kill me. Oh. Kill that phantom, please. Soon. Yep, he's dead. He did a dead.
You did that?
He did a dead.
Follow me, shot.
So I can never resist killing him with the renegade option. Just breaking his sword with your fist and then just punching him with the only tool. So how can Shepard not hear him? Like, he's moving very loudly. He's grunting and everything.
Maybe because there's no way there in space, there's no sound from the space battle. I'm an idiot. I just forgot Space 101. That's a problem! In media there's always sound in space, so you always automatically think that they're gonna do it as well.
Yeah.
That was for Thane, you son of a bitch.
No one can hear you scream in space.
Yep.
But they'll definitely see your body floating by, unless you're the Geth, because then, well, windows are a structural weakness.
Yep. Well, yeah, they would see your body float by in space, but damn, you would have to be close. I mean, all the space battles you see in science fiction and literature and movies and games, throw them all over wrong.
I mean, they do. I mean,
single one.
I mean, if you're fighting a space battle, it is like more fun when it's sound and everything.
Yeah. In media, space battles are changed into more naval battles for fun engagement and general.
The Citadel looks like a giant dildo. It is. It is a dildo.
Yeah.
It's a. No, seriously, it's a floating space dildo. But
no, it's more like it's more like a rectal expander or something like that because it can open up.
Barely.
Yeah, I guess.
I assume you've heard about the Citadel.
Like a.
Just now.
Do we know what's going on?
I mean, they don't get missiles right either. Like in space, for some reason, missiles function like they do, like with air resistance. While instead they'll just go like.
What does this mean for the Crucible?
The only series that has, in my eyes, ever gotten space battles right is The Expanse, because they use torpedoes in ludicrous amounts. They use PDFs. They use thing how they're called.
Roger that.
Well, at least we'll be seeing you sooner rather than later.
Be careful, sir.
Railguns.
You too, Shepard.
Railguns are fun. Well, yeah, railguns have massive velocity, so why wouldn't you use them in space?
Do you know what they call battles where railguns are used?
No, actually.
CQC.
Close combat.
No joke.
So there you go, guys. We have 9,301 military strength. The Alliance is at 13,000. Diana Allers, 5 strength. Wow. At least we know where all those things came from.
Do you know what would have been more fun? Instead of a simple number you have to reach with your military force, have several numbers like major forces, smaller forces, and divided into naval, ground forces, armored combat forces, and stuff like that, and fill those numbers up with specific units at the end. That would have been more fun and more engaging, I think. Because you could have gone and selectively gotten like more gas and more Sari or stuff like that.
What does Chief Engineer Adams want to talk to me about? I don't think I've ever gotten this. Him to talk to me actually. It was gonna be like, hey,
Man, good news on the installation of that thermal pipe.
Thanks for the thermal pipe. You're welcome. I mean, Normandy has like a couple of weaknesses, like the room is too big. Like the whole, I mean, I don't know if you know, guys, but on like naval warships now, instead of using massive amounts of armor, instead they have internalized compartments. Whereas in space, it seems for some reason your compartments can be as big as they want, and nothing bad will come of that.
Yeah, that's something over.
Alright, we're gonna go to Earth now. So it'll take like 400 hours for the cutscenes to end. We have just about everyone, so the Krogan, the Quarians, the Geth, the Rachni, the Asari, the Turians, and the Earth. And then we get to have a giant space battle. So everyone, enjoy!
But yeah, in reality, railguns would be close quarters weapons, and torpedoes and rockets would be the only true long-range weaponry.
Yeah, it's when you're fighting at those distances, it's very easy to maneuver out of shot's way.
Let's say you are moving at combat speed of 30,000, 40,000 kilometers per second. You have to hit the target, maybe in size. Let's be generous and say it's a really big ship, like 500 meters.
Commander,
you have to hit that over, I don't know, 600,000, 700,000 kilometers. And your rocket is maybe, what, 100,000 kilometers per second fast. So it takes ages to get the rocket where it needs to be. And the other guys simply do like a small course correction of, I don't know.
He's enjoying this.
Who is?
You.
Yes, I love ripping into this. There's an entire website where they simply say that does not work, that does not work, that does not work.
We faced an enemy such as this.
I mean, you can make space combat interesting and engaging even with the limits of reality. Yeah, well, that would actually require interest in the entire thing and planning capabilities for the most part. See The Expanse. I can really not recommend that show enough.
Each of us will be defined by our actions in the coming battle. Stand fast. Stand strong.
Quarian's best space waifus.
Hack it out.
Quarians can go fuck themselves.
Shepard.
What, don't you like Tally?
Tally I like, but Quarians as a group I don't like.
London.
I hate the
Why aren't we hitting the
Quarians.
Citadel directly?
Pretentious
Anderson
idiots.
can brief you on that. Admiral, how are you holding up?
We're ready to end this. But as you can see, the station's closed itself.
The station has closed itself into a giant space dildo.
Gotta get the arms open to dock the Crucible.
Exactly.
But London is surrounded by Hades cannons.
And then you're gonna put an anal bead on top of it.
Yes.
You lead a squadron of smaller shuttles. Infiltrate with a ground team to take out the cannons using heavy weapons. Hammer can land.
I wish Legion didn't have to die.
I still don't see how we're
Doesn't
getting
have
the
to.
Citadel from London.
If you have high enough, I think Renegade has something status, you can get Tally and
no, Legion has to die, so the
right.
can upload.
Right. I forgot about that part of the code. That part of the story. Has been some time since I played the game. And I never played the DLCs.
We don't have enough firepower to keep the Crucible safe for long.
Nothing's ever easy. No reason it should start now.
It's desperate. I don't even want to guess at our odds.
But this is the only plan we have. If we wait, the Reapers bleed us slowly. Conventionally, we can't defeat the Reapers without the Crucible. Get the Citadel arms open. Commander, whatever the cost, we'll do the rest.
Yes, sir.
Good luck to all of us.
By the way, that's not really something interesting. Well, it is something interesting, but it's from Warframe. They recently brought out a new Warframe Prime version and a new weapon with it. And that weapon has the ability, when you kill 3 enemies in rapid succession, you double your fire rate and magazine size for the weapon.
Well, that's one way to do Daka.
Yep. And there's a glitch where you can keep that buff and reapply that buff infinitely. So I saw a video where somebody got some modification, recall to 0, and then simply reapplied that buff again and again and again, and had like 150,000 ammo and was firing so hard that the game simply stopped computing. That was Daka.
That is pretty Daka. So guys, if we can finish wanking about the Quarians, we now have a giant space battle. Because space battles.
We're through the relay in 30 seconds.
That's a lot of ships. That is a lot of ships.
That's one of the most awesome cutscenes in the entire series, I must say.
Yeah.
But they jump in with the fleet.
Mm-hmm. Just about everybody in the galaxy that can hold a stick.
Yep. I'll give the Reapers a big middle finger.
Alliance fleet reporting. Turian fleet reporting. Asari fleet's reporting.
There's Aquarian live ships. What are they going to do? Feed the Reapers to death?
Aquarian fleets accounted for and ready.
Jet fleet
I don't
reporting.
know. Supply lines, maybe?
All fleets reporting in, Commander.
Mobile supply lines. After what the hell do you kill a Reaper anyway?
How you kill a Reaper?
Yeah.
Shoot it a lot.
A lot of guns.
I mean, you just have to fire enough weaponry at him to break his shield.
What about
then
bug spray?
This is it, everyone.
Then break his armor and then kill his core, and then you have killed a Reaper. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Or you do it like the completely insane bastard that is hidden in the lore, where you can go on a planet where you can look up and there's a moon with a massive gorge on the side, like Grand Canyon is skyscraper against it. And a little bit further in the cluster there's a Dead Reaper. And the story behind that entire thing is, when you piece it together, is they built a weapon, a mass accelerator so big and so heavy hitting that they killed the Reaper with one shot and then ripped the planet nearly in half. I mean, that's a big gun.
That is a very big gun. That's a lot of shipperonis.
Yep. That's how you kill a Reaper. The biggest gun in the entire galaxy.
Yep.
Or the biggest.
Okay, Janet, I'm glad you're back, and I'm sorry that your router crashed. I wonder how they repair Reapers.
They repair themselves.
That's disturbing.
Well, I mean, they are capable of that. Easily.
Yeah. But I guess it'd take a
Enough
while,
time.
so it's they can't actually do it in the middle of a battle.
Preparing for descent.
Not in the middle of a battle, but definitely between battles they can repair themselves with enough resources.
Yeah.
Mass Effect is actually a universe I would love to live in.
Yeah. You know.
Commander.
It'd actually be nice, you know. 40k would be very nice.
40k would be quite the opposite, unless you are something like a fabricator general or a Titan.
Or a noble.
Yeah, or a Titan pilot or something like that, where you have a really high position.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you are a part of the Eldari. That could also be nice, I think.
Yeah.
But the rest is quite insane / completely.
Or if you're a Chaos Space Marine with plot armor.
Stay safe.
That also works.
You know it.
Doesn't protect your arms though.
I mean, you know, as long as you're not an Avatar of Cain or a Space Marine veteran Terminator Sergeant, you're usually guaranteed to not die first.
Yep. What would I actually like to be in Warhammer 40k? I think an Eldari type pilot. Sounds nice. Or a Farseer.
Sounds good.
I mean, you get a nice twin, you look good, you have insanely good emotional control on the one side, or you have capabilities you put in the future and shape the galaxy.
This opening mission here, I like this because they actually do something to toss it up, in which every time this Reaper destroyer fires, it shakes the screen.
Who's on it now?
Yep.
Nobody in the vicinity. All
As it should be. When you fire a ship, a spaceship weapons grade
We have to take that thing out
happen
before Hammer can
on
land.
ground level.
Understood.
Change of plans, people. We're gonna take out that Hades cannon. And how are we gonna
I
do
mean,
that?
that's a rod from God
The down shuttle would have been carrying
100
heavy
meters
weapons.
away into the ground.
Perfect.
Don't you mean
heard
God's
the man.
middle finger?
Once we're clear, make your
Yeah,
way to the
also
crashed
works.
shuttle. We'll search the wreckage for heavy weapons.
God is calling, he's throwing
Right
the
behind
telephone poles.
Now, go, go!
Give Garrus armor piercing.
Get clear. Come get us once we've taken that turret out.
Roger that. Jazz out.
Alright, everyone, let's move.
Yeah, the concussive shot didn't. I like that the concussive shot works for the AI, but it doesn't work for me.
Doesn't work for you?
No, hitting things behind cover.
Okay. Never used it, so I can't tell. Like I said, I played Infiltrator.
At least grenades hurt now. Well, on this difficulty anyway.
Oh.
Understood.
And giving Ashley and Garrus the Typhoon with the penetrator ability basically means that no cover is safe.
The Typhoon was the full auto from the 7 program, right? Full
Yeah.
auto LMG.
It's
Yeah,
it's an LNG that speeds up firing.
Yep. That thing is fun.
Oh, it is. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh God. Probably gonna want to use the Black Widow now.
Should have gotten the Javelin. That's the sniper in the game.
Well, yeah, but the ability to kill things 3 times is even better than once.
Yes, but you can kill something 1 time really dead.
It's basically if something has to die, and it has to die now.
Yep, through the next wall, through that Reaper, and through the Empire State Building right behind there.
Why didn't the Alliance use javelins instead of dreadnoughts?
I don't know. Has the same effect, at least in the game. And remember, Newton is the deadliest motherfucker in space.
Who?
Isaac Newton.
Oh, he is.
Don't you know that clip part out of Max Effect 2 or 3?
What is that?
Where one of the sergeants is
The
giving,
5th law of thermodynamics. Isaac Newton is the deadliest of the rich in space.
2 guns down, but we still can't land.
That was a joke. It was a very bad joke.
No, in one of the Mass Effect games, there's, if you are on the Citadel, you can find a sergeant chewing out his crew.
Oh, I remember that.
The
It
main
was...
battle gun. Where he's saying, where he's basically making them understand that doesn't matter what you fire from the main cannon, somewhere somebody at some time will get hurt.
I mean, that's pretty true. It's just gonna keep going and going and going.
Until it hits something.
Yeah.
And then that thing is dead.
You're gonna pay for that,
Wait.
You are dead.
Wait, doesn't that mean that right now Earth in Mass Effect should be under a heavy orbital bombardment because all of those shells from the fleets is just happening everywhere? So that means everybody's gonna fucking die.
Yep. Lovely, isn't it?
There's the shuttle.
Oh great, it's that fucking Rachni thing. Oh no, wait, it died. I think Ashley killed it.
You mean the flyer? Big one?
No, the artillery.
The... I don't know the name.
The Rachni that fires the free burst.
Ravager. Ravager.
Oh yeah, Ravager.
annoying bastard.
Alright, where's
By the way, I think in that, don't you get in that mission the best gun in the entire game?
Yeah, you get the cane. So, excuse me everybody. Fuck this Reaper.
I mean, the cane is about the best gun in the entire entire sci-fi I could ever think of. Oh yeah, I'm gonna build a weapon which fires a liquid slug of metal into the next target at relativistic velocity. So
oh look, there's a bunch of Banshees. I don't care about that Banshee, it's dead. I also killed my squad mates too, but you know what? It's worth it just to kill the Banshee.
Yep.
I do that every time I get to work. The second cane always goes for the Banshee. Because I don't like the Banshee. Which is going to explode. Ah!
Understandable. Nobody likes Banshee.
It seems the UK is recruiting US fans to support England in the World Cup. What?
What? Would you repeat that, please? I think I didn't catch that one correctly.
So, who do you reckon is going to win the World Cup?
I hope it's Germany, but not with the capabilities they showed at the last game. But I think, I don't know, this World Cup is pretty weird. We have teams from small countries that are winning against big shots. We have a lot of self-scored goals. We have a lot of penalty shots. I don't really know who's gonna win. It's so chaotic. I think this World Cup is gonna put up.
Okay, they're covering me. They better be covering me. Thank you. Well, I'm pretty sure it's either going to be Spain, Portugal, the Netherlands, Germany, or one of the South American countries. It's pretty much always one of those.
You okay?
I'm alive.
I think
Anderson.
Australia won
I
once.
knew you wouldn't let me down, Shepard.
Steve Tight Midnight. Everybody say goodnight to Midnight. No Midnight.
Good night, midnight.
Now that the heavy air defenses are dealt with, Hammer can land. And not a moment too soon. What's left of the resistance is holding a forward operating base. But the Reapers are countering.
Hope you have a nightmare. No.
Once we regroup, it's going to be up to Hammer to take up the fight.
I'm a lovely person.
Very lovely person.
It must have been brutal here. Cut off from the rest of the Alliance.
It's been touch and go from day one. But once we figured out the Reapers were focusing on the major centers, it became easier to avoid direct contact.
So how are you today, Cookie? What's that, Cookie? I never really asked what in UK were you?
We held back as long
And Borg, how are the dogs?
sending in recon teams.
There's always a lot of dogs going
Lost
on.
a lot of good men planning this attack. But with soldiers like Major Coates, and knowing you'd bring us help, we held on.
Without you and your resistance, we'd be dead in the water.
Yeah, the Admiral's being modest.
The last mission always consists of 3 phases. It's getting to
Let's not start handing out
the shuttle, which involves blowing up the Reaper. Then it's supporting the tanks. And then it's the last stand with the Banshee spam.
They didn't start out together, but they're ready to stand side by side and win this
I
war.
don't remember, that was absolutely hell. Simply because, like, the moment you let a Banshee get past, it's going to kill you. You know, when you're trying to get the missile truck to fire.
I was born in London.
Really?
If you're from Birmingham, Cookie, oh god, I feel so bad for
The
you.
entire galaxy
I just got invited to a game by Watermelon Dino Eater.
Who?
Shepard's the one.
Watermelon Dino Eater. I don't know that guy.
That's exactly.
That's a great name.
I know you
I
didn't
love
like
it.
me, but nobody could have accomplished what you've done.
So guys, we do have some slots open. If you guys want to come in and talk, please do. It's always
Give
nice
Hammer the all
to be able to talk to people. Sociability is fun.
I love socializing over the internet.
Yes,
People.
it's far better than real life.
Yes. can always mute somebody, can also that. The only problem is I can't make Nazi jokes because I'm in Germany, and if ever somebody takes that the wrong way, I could be in trouble. Doesn't stop me though. I mean, we have the best ovens in the entire universe.
It's a lot tougher to banhammer somebody in real life. I mean,
God, the banhammer in real life, I would so love to have that.
Even if
I start looking like Thor.
Don't you mean Rolf from Ed, Edd n Eddy with the Hat of Justice? Which is like basically just like a giant hammer hat that he uses to smash people in the head with. You should definitely search it up.
Come see me when you're ready.
Rolf, the Hat of Justice.
I thought we'd see more of
Oh no!
it
Oh no! No! It's called the Hat of Discipline.
A lot of them won't be making it.
I'm sorry about Lieutenant Cortez. He was a damn good pilot.
Also, I think discussions over the internet are much more civilized because you have to stop and let the other persons say his thing, and also
The fighting here has been some of the worst on the planet.
you can get muted if you are talking over
There's
somebody.
still hope.
Mm-hmm.
And you're here. It'll do the troops good to see you. Bolster their resolve.
I'm just a soldier like them.
The internet is a
You
great
might see
thing.
yourself
Oh,
like
it
that,
is.
but they don't.
And then you know
Like it or
memes are going to
not,
be banned
You're a hero to this man.
tomorrow.
Don't discount the
The
effect.
EU loves shooting itself in the foot.
I better go meet up with my battalion.
No, the
I'll
next
see you at
vote
the
is in
command center.
July. In July or whatever, that now gets sent to the parliament.
I thought the vote was tomorrow.
And no, the vote was already, and that was for sending it to the parliament, and now we are sending it to the parliament. And they have to vote as well, positively. And then, I think even then I think I have,
Hey, Commander.
the sad thing is I don't have the legal text, so I can't really say much
I don't know
about it,
what I
but
thought I'd feel
some
coming back to
people
Earth.
that I've seen have
I was
claimed
ready to
that
fight.
it is not that
Ready to
bad
die if
as
I had
many
to.
people make it out to be.
But seeing everything
It's the
like this,
potential for
It's
abuse
always a
afterwards
ringing
that worries me.
endorsement of a policy when people go, well, it's not as bad as it looks.
This is only temporary.
Yeah, you know, it took Hiroshima about 20 years to recover from a nuclear explosion. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's not as bad as it looks.
I know. You're right.
I'm really not looking forward because at the moment it looks
I
like
guess
it's
this is
gonna
it, no?
pass. And
One
once
more
it's
push.
passed, it's gonna be a
One
bitch
last
to get
fight.
rid of. If it really is that bad,
Necessarily our last.
how people make it out to be.
It's been an honor serving with you, Shepard.
You're
I
a
don't
good
know
man,
why.
and
I
a
don't know
terrific
really why they think that would be a good idea to censor the internet.
Thanks.
Whatever
Yeah.
happens out there
I
today,
really don't get it.
I know you'll make me proud.
That means a lot to me.
Probably
man.
companies lobbying the
Good luck
EU.
out there,
Lobbying the EU.
Shepard.
Yeah, most likely.
It's political conspiracy time!
I'm gonna have to find that legal text and read it really.
So, guys, here we go. First same-sex interaction of the stream.
How you holding up?
Restless. Everything depends on this. Think we have a chance?
There's always hope. That's how we got this far.
And you made it happen, Shepard. You're the reason we're here.
I've had people like you picking me up and dusting me off when I stumbled. Lost count of all the times you've saved me.
Almost as many times as you saved me, hero lady. It always comes down to this. Feels like 1,000 years since we met on Eden Prime. So much has happened. It's hard to figure out how we got here.
You're a survivor, Ash. Always were.
I hope you're right.
I'm right. You're a fine soldier. A Spectre. We're lucky to have you.
Lesbianism?
I
Now.
want you to go. I love you, Shepard.
There we go, everyone. Ashley is now a corrupted Christian. You're welcome.
Corrupted Christian.
Yes, Commander. Is there someone you'd like to reach?
Jacob Taylor.
Now we get to talk to
Certainly.
everybody.
I'll connect you now.
I'm not padding the stream out or anything.
That you?
Jacob. Holding up?
What do you said you did?
Kicking ass more like. By kill counts through the roof.
I was thinking to text my dad at some point.
This is over.
You got it. There's this great little bar in Rio.
With 23 years in the military, I never had the slightest interest in kissing anybody in my platoon.
Yes, sir.
That's because none of them were hot.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Then again, it's not exactly space, does that mean it's tanks? I mean, I'm pretty sure that having to share the same 2-meter space with somebody will drive you nuts.
Commander, hope you don't mind me crashing this little party of yours.
Not at all. Feeling better?
Much. Got a few sideways looks from Alliance brass when I offered to help. They can't be choosy at this point.
I'm glad you made it.
Shepard, I wanted to say goodbye.
Goodbye?
If we both come back from this at all, everything will be different.
Sure, everything will change, but on our terms. We've been running until now, Miranda. It has to stop.
I understand.
This isn't goodbye. You have to believe we're not done yet.
Listening to you, I can.
I still think the canonical Commander Shepard is probably Femme Shep.
Miranda.
Yes.
Be careful.
I promise.
You know, just because they got Jennifer Hale voicing. Who voices lots of people.
Is there someone else I can...
Grunt.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
About time you got here, Shepard.
I know Cookie, main fox, best fox.
Good to see you back in action, Grunt.
Wouldn't miss it. Shepard.
Yeah?
Thanks for getting me out of that tank.
Sure, Grunt. It's been an honor.
Same here, Shepard. Okay. Grunt out.
So, Janet, what happened to your
Is there
internet?
someone else I can connect you to?
The router crashed and had to reset. It was a little weird.
Oh my god. Pip's post earlier. When you're in, about Japanese kamikaze, when you're in flight training and your commander laughs when you ask about landing.
Oh, shit. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Samara.
Certainly. I'll connect you now.
I wondered if I'd see you again, Samara.
It's past time I joined your battle. You helped me a great deal in the monastery, Shepard.
Thank you for returning the favor.
Only your actions will be remembered. May you choose them well.
Samara best Asari waifu.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
Jack.
Jack, worst
Certainly.
waifu.
I'll connect you now.
Psychotic in bed will probably rip your genitals off afterwards.
Shepard, is that you?
Who's gonna rip whose genitals off?
Jack,
So far, we're way
Ah,
south
okay.
of your position.
the psychotic biotic.
Rodriguez actually tore that little shoulder head off one of those Batarian things.
I was playing a praying mantis.
See you on the other side.
I won't let you down, Shepard. Go kick some ass.
Or a very psychotic tarantula.
Is there someone else I can connect you to?
I'm done.
Yes, ma'am.
There is science that's wide open for exploitation.
Mm-hmm.
Until a psychiatrist out there.
There was a psychiatrist in Mass Effect. It was Kelly Chambers. And then afterwards, if you play as male Shep, you can make you can convince her to commit suicide later on in Mass Effect 3 when she feels guilty of sending reports to the elusive man.
Primarch Victus. I didn't realize you were here.
I wanted to return the favor in person, though I'm sorry to see you ruined. Looks as bad as ours.
It's a shame to see another Shepard.
Garrus, what are you doing over here and not farming people down with your N7 Typhoon?
Just like old times.
God damn it, Garrus.
Might be the last chance we get to say that.
You think we're gonna lose?
No, I think we're about to kick the Reapers back into whatever black hole they crawled out of. Then we're going to retire somewhere warm and tropical and live off the royalties from the vids.
I'll meet you there.
Mass Effect 2 is
My
fun,
days of
Baboon.
saving the galaxy are over when this is done.
I feel like it's the best one, to be honest.
Just need to beat the Reapers to get there.
I mean, they didn't do much with the graphics, but they really managed to make it look amazing with the shadows, and it still holds up pretty well today.
If this thing goes sideways and we both end up there, meet me at the bar. I'm buying.
We're a team, Garrus. There's no Shepard without Vicarian, so you better remember to duck.
Sorry, Turians don't know how, but I'll improvise. And Shepard, forgive the insubordination, but this old friend has an order for you. Go out there and give them hell. You were born to do this.
Deal.
Alright, that's the door. And now we can get on the gun, which is the final time you'll ever be able to use this thing, which should be present more times, because it absolutely cuts through everything. It feels like it's a dual 40mm or something. Because you know, in space, even now, M1911s, 50 cals, and Bofors last.
I would really not be wondering if that was a Bofors weapon.
God damn it, Sweden. It is Sweden that is the parent holder of Bofors, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
The reviews of Mass Effect 3 are bad, simply because of the plot holes. Apart from the plot holes, the game is pretty solid. It has the most fluid combat system of all the three. Okay guys, now we're on to stage 2 of the fight. Well, after this anyway. In which there's a lot of pep talking involved. So much pep talk.
Pet talk or pep talk?
Pep talk.
Pep talk.
They haven't brought in many more wounded.
That's something. How you holding up, Liara?
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder what Asari used their tentacles on their heads for.
I don't know what to say. I just know I'll have a clever line 5 minutes from now. I do have one thing for you, Shepard. A gift. It'll only take a moment.
No, Liara, I don't want chlamydia.
Sure. I've got a moment.
Close your eyes.
That would be an interesting username to see on some of the forums.
What would be?
Chlamydia.
True. Write it like clam Lydia.
And see how long people take.
Yep.
It was like when I worked on vacuum tube receivers, every now and then we would get a radio operator that would want to hand us tools and stuff, and you don't want people playing in your toolbox, so we would send them off to get, instead of getting a typical triode or pentode for their vacuum tube receiver, I would send them off for a fallopian tube.
For everything.
That's a good one.
We had 7 maintenance shops properly done, and that guy could be busy
Oh
for
god!
3 hours.
Somebody asked on the server what YIF is. Oh god!
What is?
YIF.
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 I have no.
YIF.
Yeah. I know.
Somebody asked what it is. I am not answering that. We're not answering that. We're not answering that.
Was it this bad in your time?
Worse. I have been listening to the Krogan speak to his men. In our cycle,
I mean, I would simply redirect you to the video where a CNN news anchor learns what a yiffing is.
Oh god, that's a thing.
Yes, they are doing a piece on a ferrycon that went bad, and She asked what a furry is because she didn't know what it is and got it explained in the last shot you see of her as running out of the studio mid broadcast.
You came a long way, Javik. Further than anyone else here.
And I look forward to fulfilling my mission.
I mean, you do you, but god damn it, the furries are terrible with that stuff.
I know we
They're
are.
obnoxious.
They'd use an alternate term for faucet with that woman, like petcock.
What? Put it that way.
Do not waver. Victory is never won without.
I mean, we've got this whole serious thing with the Battle of Earth, and there's just talking about dicks. Human race in a nutshell.
There may be more.
Although, I'm pretty sure it comes from Mass Effect as well. Humanity will bang everything when we start meeting other alien races. Like, if it exists and it's got a hole, someone's gonna fuck it.
Yep. I mean, it's like, look at that intelligent tree. I must stick my dick in it. Earth into humanity.
You mean?
Welcome to the human race.
The last Protean voice has spoken. There is no more left to say.
Well, there's an old saying that's unfortunate, but you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the... Well, never mind.
What? What is it?
You can take the country out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of the country.
I don't get it.
If we come across an alien race of intelligent trees, there's gonna be an interstellar war.
There's gonna be a gangbang at the end.
Shepard, you did it. No matter what else happens today, you did what no one else could. You united a galaxy.
United a galaxy in hate of the space
I know why you're going to win.
squid things.
Oh, and Kara sent you regards. She's already pregnant. There are benefits to being a clan leader. But she keeps insisting we name the first one Morden. Anyway, let's get to it.
So he already got the priestess pregnant, and now they're naming their firstborn after Morden best Solarian waifu.
Shepard, I have a question. Is it a big or small one?
It is important. Its relevance would be diminished at any other time.
And then here ED never...
Ask away.
ED's been serious for once.
The Reapers have no reason not to use their full capabilities to destroy us. Their forces are in entrenched positions. They have superior firepower and outnumber our forces. My question is, what makes you think we can reach the conduit at all?
The Reapers have the Citadel. They think they've won and that's the best time to hit them.
If they have spies or other intelligence, we could lose the element of surprise. In such a case, we will likely lose.
Are you afraid?
What would it be like to fuck a female Krogan?
That's not what
I think they're probably the ones on top.
Are you afraid?
If a Krogan is on top of you, you're goddamn flattened.
You understand what we have to do.
Also, I don't think you can fuck Krogans as a human, because they most likely reproduce like reptiles, so with cloaca.
Oh yeah.
But they have never destroyed ours.
No, they have 4 testicles.
Couldn't put it better myself.
So
oh, do they?
They do have a...
Time to move out.
I mean, they wouldn't have a cloaca, would they? Because
there is something I want you to know.
They should have a cloaca or they explode after a number of meals.
They're too broad shoulders. Their shoulders are too broad, and they have that hump even when they're babies. So
only now do I feel alive. That is your influence.
They kind of like catch.
Thanks, Edie.
Kind of probably like birds actually when you think about it, but they don't have cloacas.
No. Still, I'm not really sure I would like to enter sexual relationships with the Krogan.
Shepard, I backed you when I was just
I am picturing that quite heavily on my hips.
What kind of
I think
friend
that would
would
hurt
I
a lot.
be if I didn't back you now? And you haven't answered my question. Are you okay?
You remember how you felt when you landed on Rannoch? Now imagine it's not a story passed down by your people.
Oh, we're not sorry. There we are talking.
Yeah.
And now you're seeing it like this.
The problem being is they'll live longer than you will.
Right. We will. Whatever
Also, really hope that it's not an Aradajakji.
Well, it won't be. Asari can only produce Aradajakji by mating with each other.
The admirals once hung that ship name on me like a badge of shame. And then the Normandy helped us reclaim our homeworld.
Yay, the spot on my chin is going down.
So Cookie, you want to die by death by snoo snoo?
Should probably rip your head off.
I'll rip the head off.
How's it look?
Squash it. In the middle of the act.
50% of Hammer has reported in.
Can we count on more making it?
So here's the difference. So I got a full effective military rating, and you get almost 50% instead of less than 40%, which was the first time I played through, which was getting every single asset in the galaxy.
I'll check on my team.
See you guys.
I'll give the battalion leaders the heads
I have the full military effective rating, so Shepard should be able to survive when you choose the renegade option.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's move before the
Exactly.
Report
to HQ.
Yay.
We fought hard to get here, but now the toughest part of our mission begins.
Yep, part 2.
We've got to drive right through the heart of Reaper-controlled territory, break past their defenses, and get to that beam.
What kind of defenses?
The entire area is crawling with Reaper forces. But our biggest concern is the destroyer, protecting the beam itself.
Can we bring in air support to deal with it?
Negative. Some kind of interference. We'll have to take it out from the ground. Now they've cut a swath of no man's land through the city. We'll have to cross that first. There'll be some limited shelter on the other side, but expect heavy ground resistance. We need to get our tanks to here. If we get close enough, we've got a shot at taking that thing out.
How much of a shot?
They know we're coming. This will be a one-way trip for many of us. But there can be no retreat. No stepping back.
Oh look, another pep
we
talk.
Move forward at all costs, understood?
Booyah! Yes, sir!
Johnson, Coates, you two will coordinate the artillery units. Shepard, I'm sending you right up the gut where the resistance is heaviest. Support the tanks the best you can, but stay alive.
Stay alive, Shepard.
Final push through the beam. I'll give you a minute with your squad. Pick your team well.
Yep, well, it's going to be Ashley and Garrus again. Best waifus. I tried to do this with Edie and Liara, and they basically died instantly.
Garrus, waifu for laifu.
Turian wife. Oh look, Shepard's giving a pep talk now.
This war's brought us pain.
This game sure does love their pep talks.
And loss. But it's also brought us together.
I mean, what does it tell you about the game if it needs to self-congratulate itself regularly?
This bond that ties us together.
No, we call that Call of Duty.
Will never understand. It's more powerful than any weapon, stronger than any ship. It can't be taken or destroyed.
It can't be taken or destroyed. It's the power of friendship.
Of everyone in the galaxy. Every mother.
Nation of mass.
Every son.
Maybe we should drop female Krogan on them instead of bombs.
Depending on you to win them their future.
Just saying, those things could weigh up like half a ton.
A future free from the threat of the Reapers.
Fuck, don't tell me the internet's gone. Is the internet... Oh, go. Okay. No, the internet hasn't gone. Sorry.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Look around.
I just saw my voice like stop connecting to Discord. I was like, no,
we face
don't.
Our enemy together.
Don't do that to me.
We will.
Don't do that to me. Anyway, Bronze, what are you up to right now, apart from watching the stream? Yep. Waifu 1, Waifu 2. Okay, I will be deferring to Marshall Clark's suggestion here. There's Marshall Clark, isn't it? Yes, it is.
Mm?
And I will actually use the javelin, which unfortunately I only have it on 1. So what weapon mods to take?
Everything that boosts penetration and the one that slows down the time.
So high velocity barrel. 1.35
and the concentration module, I think it is.
Concentration mod. Increases damage by 15%, speed penetration by 35, enhancing arm for a brief time. What shotgun?
I don't know.
It's probably going to be the Geth plasma shotgun.
It's a good weapon.
Although the spike thrower is quite fun.
The spike thrower is less a shotgun and more like a close quarter sniper rifle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's the most accurate shotgun. And it has one of the most awesome sounds in the entire game.
Mm-hmm. Well. So, Tom, are you watching the stream right now? Alright, now we all move out. Glorious M7 Lancers. Sorry, that's the M8 Avenger. But yeah, I'm using the M7 Lancer, which basically has like a bottomless clip, as long as you allow it to recharge. Because like you can basically go to like 1 bullet, switch to another weapon, and by the time you switch back, it's fully charged.
Reminds me of the plasma rifle from the race that Jarvis is from, the Protheans.
They have like a they have like a beam weapon. Although the Lancer does its damage instantly, while the beam needs like time to recharge.
Yep, but the beam has the most ludicrous damage against every type of enemy.
Oh, it does. Like once you get it fired up, it's like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yep, against shields you use short burst, because then the damage is more effective against shields. And against armor you simply charge it up and let it rip. That's why it's one of the most overpowered weapons in single player.
Okay, it's going to take a while to get used to the Javelin. It has a very low ammo capacity.
And it has a wind-up time. But it hits like a truck.
It does actually. This is probably going to be a very fun thing to annoy Banshees with.
Yes. You can simply wallbang people. That always annoys people. Also, the concentration module slows down time, so you have much more time to aim. You have around 1 second or 1.5 seconds to correct your aim once you start firing with the Javelin, due to the wind-up time.
So I might use the Piranha. 99 shotgun rounds, oh boy. 99 red balloons.
99 Luftballons. God, now I have that thing stuck in my head again. Thank you for that.
Actually, I need to make sure everything has warp ammo on it first, because warp ammo best ammo.
Yep. Unless you get your hands on the drill ammo, then best ammo.
The what?
Because, well, in multiplayer there's an ammo mod you can equip for your weapons that increases your punch through, as well as your damage against ammo, so you can wall bang everything. with every weapon. Every single one. So that death shotgun you like so much has now capability to shoot through walls. The spike thrower can shoot through walls. No problem. Because fair and balanced multiplayer.
Probably gonna use a shotgun for this. Shotgun's actually rapid firing.
Yes, unless, but if you hold it down, it does not damage. It's like the death shotgun in that regard.
It feels like an emergency anti-banshee weapon.
Yeah, it is. Sounds like one as well. Click, 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 click. Boom.
Although it feels kind of annoying that the Huss lost their swarming capability. In Mass Effect 3, Huss don't really swarm you now. Like, I remember in like Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, in which like Huss would always come at you in numbers, in which you would have to back up. Whereas in 3, they kind of don't. Instead, they're like included along rig of enemies.
Yeah, because it's made for a casual audience.
Casual!
We don't know how to make games anymore, so we're gonna make casual games because that's what the people
Wow,
want.
this thing took out a lot of the Ravager's armor. Oh, I missed. You know what? It might not do one shots, but it's very good at removing things.
Yep. You sometimes don't need to one shot stuff, you can simply remove it as well.
Simply just to remove all of its protection.
And then remove it as well. I mean, my favorite gun from any video game would be the one ultimate weapon from Ratchet and Clank is one of my favorite guns.
I've never played Ratchet and Clank.
Basically a rocket launcher that fires like 20 micro missiles that can fuse together to make the screen go white and everything simply does the move. And I mean everything except bosses. Doesn't matter the health pool, it dies. And it has an awesome firing sound. That's a great weapon.
Oh no, there's an enemy in cover! Whatever can I do? Javelin.
Javelin it.
Shot him in the balls. Just for swipe purposes. Challenge. Play Mass Effect 3 or 2 without ever using cover. Like ever crouching down without cover.
I would take the Adept. No, not the Adept, the Vanguard. We rush, rush everybody. Problem solved. Don't need cover anymore. Because everything lies on the ground and all flies through the air. Because Nova and Biotic Assault.
Fair enough.
So what you would do as a challenge is play on a hard or incredibly difficult mission level and play without leveling your weapons.
Wow,
that is hard.
Oh fuck, there's a brute. Shotgun! You know, I haven't died so far.
Nice.
I'm playing on the second hardest difficulty. Yeah, I haven't died yet.
Nice. Not bad.
Oh great, they just fucking grenade! Get out of the way! Imagine, well, I did tried to do a perfect run earlier, but then I realised I would have to edit the game to be able to get the last ending, because you need to do multiplayer to... you basically need more galactic readiness. Hey Thomas, how are you?
You know, if the servers were still online, I would have...
yeah, you know, with the sales, with the lack of sales of Battlefront 2, EA wasn't able to pay for the operation for Little Timmy, and so they had to take the servers down for Mass Effect 3, because they only sold 9 million copies.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Timmy hadn't fallen in a well.
Alright, oh, you didn't buy our game? Fine, we'll take your favourite game servers down. You mark my words, that's what they're gonna do next. Exactly what they're gonna do next. EA's gonna watch this stream and they're gonna get ideas off me. Yeah, the whole punch through several meters of concrete thing is actually quite amusing. You know, you can actually use the Geth assault rifles in Mass Effect 1. It's usually right at the end, and they basically come with much higher damage, but they can't use any weapon mods.
Technically, how the Wikipedia is saying the offline, the online mode should still be playable.
Oh.
Or is it? Or are the servers really shut down?
Shit! Grenade! Grenade!
I think I deleted that fucking shit off my computer.
Probably want to use the suppressor this time. I have to admit, Shepard must have amazing dexterity to be able to keep rolling with so many weapons on her back.
Shepard is buff.
Mm-hmm. Shepard is a cyborg.
Technically, she was revived with Reaper technology, so...
Yep. And time to use the javelin again. And remember, aim for the head.
Always aim for the head with the javelin.
I mean, it doesn't kill them on one shot, but it does make them stand out of cover.
Yep. And now since you have the javelin maxed out, then you one-shot them.
I don't have the javelin maxed out. It's on level 1.
That's what if you had it maxed out, you would one-shot them even in cover.
Sad face.
That gun really does not care at all for where you are.
Yeah. Oh wait, wrong way.
You're hiding behind a wall. What wall? Bang.
Bang. So, wasn't it always supposed to be something else? But oh wait, this is. Okay, Cookie, take care. I hope you sleep well. Although I feel like it's better to nap in the morning rather than nap, rather than nap later in the evening. Like nap at around like 1 PM time-ish.
Depends.
Okay, well level 3 starts now. Final fight. And then the giant Reaper destroyer.
All units, open fire!
And then the Reaper just isn't dying.
Where's our fire support? We need reinforcements on them!
Reaper does not care about your puny attacks.
The Reaper does not care about your machine guns.
No, not at all.
Well, that happened. Now, this is probably going to be where I start dying. Just saying. Because this is the difficult part.
Yep.
There's the artillery.
But the company's been wiped out.
Commander, do you read me? Major, what's the situation?
The beam's interfering with missile guidance. We can hit the destroyer, but we'll never make the precision strike we need to take it out.
Damn it. Edie, can you read me?
Yes, Commander.
Any suggestions?
I may be able to use the Normandy systems to enhance the missile targeting capabilities.
Excellent.
I'll need you to open a link to the Normandy from the missile systems.
You know what? I never actually realised how close the Reaper destroyer gets to you. I mean, it never hits you if you stand behind the missile trucks.
That's it. I'll let you know when I've adapted the targeting systems.
It's pretty freaking scary though.
We'll see.
Yep.
And now it's crawling towards me. Yay.
And you're gonna take really big steps in the opposite direction.
Yep, very big steps.
I meant really big steps.
Giant steps. Andre the Giant level of steps.
Oh look, there's a giant house-like massive monstrosity coming my way.
Oh look, there's a skyscraper that hates me. I'm gonna move away from it.
Sounds about right.
You know, something I never enjoyed about the Mass Effect franchise is that you can basically complete all the games just using the assault rifle. We're gonna come from that direction next. Yep, and it's getting closer. It's always a nice bit of background scene they did when the destroyer just gets closer and just like, whoa, congrats. And now they're coming from the left. To the left, to the left.
Hang in there, soldier. Heads up, we got more incoming. Damn, we better cover our left flank.
Pretty sure there's supposed to be a Ravager up here at some point. Oh no, I missed. Oh fuck, there's the first of the Banshees. And I missed the Banshee. Well, I got it in the head. Yeah, this is not good as planned. Oh, no, it died. It's dead. And that goddamn destroyer is getting closer. Okay, now if somebody could kill the Banshee, it would be great. Okay, Banshee's dead, and I have one bullet left. Back to the Lancer. Don't get close enough to use their grenades. Oh great, there's two of them. That's my life. Okay, when those Banshees start getting close, that's when we start oh fuck, there is. Kill it! Kill it with fire! Kill it! 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 Just like kill the Banshee. Kill it! Okay, it's dead.
Fucking Banshees.
Goddamn Banshees. Running around, taking our Asari.
Commander, I have reprogrammed targeting. Missiles are ready for launch.
Okay, well, I think you can hit the Reaper from here, right?
Back to the truck, people.
Right?
Missile guidance enhanced.
Yeah, and here we go. The Reaper Destroyer is dead. We never have to do this again. Oh wait, they completely missed. Well, shit.
Did it hit?
Time to take your legs into the hands and run.
Mm-hmm. It's time to run away with our head screaming.
We haven't even scratched it. You will need to closer to us.
Yep, and now begins the final fight.
Hold on, everyone.
Wait. What the fuck, Janet? Floridan man. Okay.
Naked man attacks dog, officers, and home invasion, police say. A 28-year-old man is accused of attacking officers and strangling a family dog during a violent home invasion. At 3 p.m. Wednesday, officers involved toured an apartment complex for a reported burglary in progress. A resident reported to police that a man dressed only in a bathrobe was pounding on doors of the complex. This man then disrobed, scaled a wall, climbed onto a second-story porch, smashed through a glass door, and attacked the occupants. When the police came, he threw shards of glass at them.
Thank you, Janet, for the donation.
Oh, you're welcome.
Are you gonna barge through my door naked now?
Not me. I no longer qualify as a naked man.
Yeah, it's pretty much here we need to get behind it and stay. Just stay here. This is where things get sexual. And Garrus is dead. Oh, there's a fucking... Oh, fuck me. Ah! I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Nope, they're dead, they're dead, they're dead. Could somebody kill this thing, please? Thank you. Why is there 5 brutes?
So you can run around with your head like a headless chicken.
At least it's not as bad as when you have to kill that Reaper Destroyer. There's a fucking harvester! There's a fucking harvester! No! No! I died.
It's not as bad as killing the Reaper. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
No, it just landed on top of me. Like, it literally landed on my face.
Surprise! I'm here.
Surprise, bitch. You know, I forgot about that happens. One of them's behind me, isn't it? One of them is definitely behind me. Jesus Christ, there's a lot. Best up, best to stay mobile today. Fuck you and everything about you. You know, I'm glad I took this rapid firing shotgun because it actually hurts them. And now we need to take out Harvester as well. Oh, fucking great. Excuse me, it's time to whip out the pistol. The Harvester is dead. That was easy. Oh, fuck, it's firing in places now. Get behind the cover, get behind cover! Okay, this is where the difficult part happens. The Harvester is dead. Smoke up. Come on, you little shits, get behind me. I want to do this in one clean playthrough. This is not going to happen. I'm 90% sure this is not going to happen because the Reapers are killing everything tonight. I honestly feel the need to start crying. Focus on that Reaper, kill it! Screw you, Banshee! Screw you, Marauder! After this I'm gonna have... Yeah, well, there goes all my Mega Pistol ammo. Wait, hang on. There's one behind. Get the ammo. Run away. Run away. Jesus Christ. Well, at least the whole final stand thing is going well. Also, guys, open fire on the Banshee if you can. I don't want to die.
You're lucky. Today, I have just received a message that there is no network work, so I'm now in the break room doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, well. Well, Kuru, thank you for coming, because now I can because I just paused the game to talk to you. Love you lots, Kuru.
Hello, Kuru.
Hello, Kuru.
Okay, wait for the beam to pass, then I can revive Ashley, whose corpse is not incinerated for some reason. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Roger that,
It's fucking dead. Yep, missile launch activated. And I didn't die. Oh god. I actually feel good about myself now. And they both hit it directly in the exhaust port of the gun. And that Reaper is well and truly fucked.
Destroyer terminated. Nice work, Edie.
Shepard, we're on our way to your location.
Roger that.
Shepard, over here.
I like how the rockets simply meander into the eye of the
Didn't look
Reaper.
good.
Yeah. Casually meander.
And then Shepard shoves her Omni tool into her own face and talks with her head. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Hackett just reported in. Several Sovereign-class Reapers, including Harbinger, have broken off from the battle with Sword. They're headed here.
Yep. And now, the only time in which you ever see the true terrifying power of the actual enemy in the game, which is Harbinger. With which he just sits there and guns everything down. Sorry, lasers everything down.
That's our job. Find out what we're up against.
Kuru.
All right. Saddle up, everybody.
Hom.
Hom,
Molest.
Aww.
Yep, and now the Crucible is finally here. Yay! You know, the injector for the space dildo. The cum injector for the space dildo. There we go.
You mean the space on the home?
I'll send the word. All ships, this is Admiral Hackett. The Crucible is on the move. I repeat, the Crucible is on the move. Protect it at all costs. Everyone, this is it.
Well, the Crucible is taking a while to get there.
Any available squadrons, delay those Reapers leaving the battle. We've got to give Hammer more time.
So Harbinger, 4 Sovereign class and 5 Reapers and 5 Destroyers. We could barely take down 1 Destroyer.
A straight shot with Reapers trying to crush us along.
Like I said,
We just need to get a handful of troops through.
Only a handful.
And Sovereign just occupies all the space for himself to kill everybody. Sorry, Harbinger.
Anyone else I'd rather do this with?
Nobody does it
this
alone.
road, but if we're talking about something really big like
We're in sight of the target.
precursor class,
All right, everyone.
yeah, it's big.
This is it.
And And now you begin the run of your life in which you never actually get there.
Shit.
And then the giant fuck off Reaper lands. It's very bouncy though. And now it's time to run, Shepard. Run, 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 run. Come on, we're almost there. Cutscene inbound. And then it lands on top of them. Well, I'm glad they didn't go to the Prometheus school of running away from things. And then here's the weird thing. They managed to get Normandy to literally landed them in the middle of the battle. Like, why couldn't have Normandy have just gone behind Sovereign and shot him in the ass or something?
Sovereign has the EA batteries.
And Normandy is like right in front of him. He doesn't shoot it. Like, plot armor much. Anyway, here we go for the second lesbian movement of the FemShep Ashley romance.
Shepard! You gotta get out of here.
With all due respect, Commander.
Don't argue with me, Ash.
Damn it, I can do this.
I know you can.
Shepard, it's not like something's happening.
Always love you.
Shepard, I love you too.
No, Normandy isn't invisible to... It's invisible to sensors, but not to, like, visual. And it's pretty hard to ignore.
What with all the chrome and the blinding lights?
Yeah, and the engines and everything.
Yep.
Normally it's only visible to heat sensors and radar. It's not invisible to all sensors.
Yeah. And Shepard almost dies. Again.
Huh. Follow me,
Is there one mission where Shepard does not almost die?
Well, Shepard's not going to die in this ending. And then if only Harbinger just sat there. And, I don't know, discharged some ground troops or something to kill everything. Instead of, you know, like 2 husks and a marauder thing. Also, you can actually use this armor in game. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 husks. Come on, Shepard, you can do this. Nope, nope, now she's crawling. Oh, nope, she's back up again. I'm not being very... Oh, no. Executed. Executed. You're running away from battle. Oh, fuck, is it? Come on. Come on. One more shot. There we go, it's all good. Come on, Shep. Come on. Stop limping. Nope, not limping. That would kind of... I'm sorry about the voice. That would be kind of terrifying, like just being lifted up to the Citadel while like everything in space is going on.
Yep, sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, and there's a Reaper actually using its claws to latch onto something and just murder fuck it.
By the way, I'm also currently killing a giant in Warframe.
Oh.
Eidolon hunt. Triple Eidolon.
I never got
You're chasing the 3 Eidolons at once?
Nope.
You mad motherfucker.
Nah, it's not that hard. You get a dedicated team, 1 hero to tank the massive energy spikes. We got 1 guy with, I think, a fully maxed out gear, so he's nearly one-shotting them every time. And then you have a buffing Rhino and a Blessing Trinity for the health part. And well, those fuckers fall like nothing.
Well, at least we know where the caretakers get all their energy from dead people.
Oh, Soylent Green.
Yay!
The Citadel is people.
The Citadel is made of people.
Shepard.
Well, I have to admit, why wouldn't the Citadel, the Citadel wouldn't be calling with Reaper troops?
You up
like,
here too?
Just saying. Because I'm pretty sure like a few husks just over here would really really screw Shepard's plans up.
Nope. But you see, that would make sense.
That would make sense.
You can't have the game make sense.
No, that would be
After all, it's for the casuals.
The casuals.
But I'm moving.
Casual.
It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark
All the casuals.
Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
And time to trip the 3rd one.
Sure. They round them up on Earth and send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination.
Well, Shepard, it's time to stagger the way there. I'm glad you'll have fun. Stagger.
The troops don't go on forever. Where the hell are we?
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
Time to kill the 60-meter giant.
How long does this clip go on for? Jesus Christ.
Long.
This is...
Forgot that this game is
I think I'm near an exit.
Well, this is slightly disturbing. Also, how come no one's ever found this? Maybe they just didn't want to. This is slightly grim. Just a bit.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Where do you think you're at?
Just on that chasm you were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on.
Anderson?
Come on, Shepard Arena, we can do it. You can do it. I wonder if shooting the pistol behind Shepard would give her more speed. You know, like in War Thunder.
That would be funny as hell.
And then the elusive man just pop. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to. We've all seen the ending of Mass Effect 3 at this point. And then you know the elusive man just kind of just pops behind like Kiwi. Yeah, Bronze. The caretakers cleaned up the mess. It only took them 50,000 years.
Anderson.
And they work slow.
Hello, my hopes and dreams got snatched up like my wig. How are you? Wait, there's still stuff moving around on the Citadel.
Yeah, the trail system on the Citadel is actually automated.
What happened? So it's moving around forever?
Yes.
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so.
Controlling me is a lot different than controlling a Reaper.
Have a little faith. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But...
Shepard's armor is looking a little bit fucked here.
Only we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
You're playing with things you don't understand. With power you shouldn't be able to use.
I don't believe that. If we can control it, why shouldn't it be ours?
This guy's neck looks really uncomfortable.
Not ready.
No. This is the way humanity must evolve.
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
So Anderson pretty much just tanks a shot in the gut and doesn't care.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
If we destroy the Reapers, this ends today. But if you can't control them...
But I can!
But you can.
Willing to bet humanity's existence on it?
Big question, and he fails at it.
It will work.
Completely.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
Of course it does.
No!
Mm-hmm.
I'm in control! No one is telling me what to
This
do.
guy has control issues.
Yourself. You're in
Quite literally.
No! No!
Just a bit.
The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easily? There are sacrifices.
You sacrifice too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control it. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
And I think I'll have to do a normal speech because I don't think I have high enough Renegade or Paragon to do the next one. To make him commit suicide.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
You're nothing more than the Reaper's plaything now.
And now we have to do the Renegade.
No! You're the one who failed.
It's a shame this guy didn't immediately turn into a husk. Or maybe, no, that's because Saren was like an actual Reaper husk while this guy just has some implants. Because you know, that's a great idea, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Kaylee, if you want to be turned into a sex toy by a giant 2-kilometer tall space squid with death lasers and armor plating. And now the space dildo opens. And when they say 10 seconds to impact, count 10. They actually did it right.
Seconds to contact.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Anal beat himself.
Yay for countdowns. At least it's not like the countdown from Fallout New Vegas. The extremely imprecise countdown. And now we get to have a lovely sit down with Admiral Anderson, who will definitely survive this.
Commander?
See, he's alive. And lucid. He's fine. Look at him.
Yes, we did. It's quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I had just...
See, he's still talking, still lucid.
Think you earned a rest.
And he died.
We're almost through this.
Nope, not yet.
You did good, child.
Nope, still lucid. Still alive. Stay through this, Anderson. Keep talking. Keep talking. Nope, he's dead.
Anderson.
It's a very video gamey death. I'm talking. I stopped talking.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm gonna go nap. I'm gonna go sleepy. Well, you say you go sleep if it's a PG-16 or below.
What do you need me to do?
The Crucible's not firing. This giant energy thing we dot isn't firing. Shepard, it's going to be something on your end. Have you tried turning it on and then off? And then on, and then off again? Have you tried plugging in the power conduit?
I don't see.
Have you tried using the wall socket?
Not sure how to...
And then we get to do the Leviathan dialogue and stuff. Because you get to have a couple of speech dialogue options about their creator. And now it's opening like a petal. God, that's got to spread the asshole very wide. Just saying. And there's the Reaper Kid, which we don't actually
the catalyst
care about. Yeah.
Wake up.
I'd rather be talking to a box.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
Thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps.
I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
The solution to what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
I've just realised most of my stream has been cutscenes.
And that's Mass Effect 3 ending for you.
Yeah. Cutscenes, cutscenes, and cutscenes.
Leaving the younger ones alone.
Yep.
Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain.
There is not enough time to explain. Says of the machine intelligence that's been here for like 200 billion years.
With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt.
The catalyst has been in the galaxy for 1 million years.
We believe the concept.
So that means there's only been 20 cycles.
Clearly, organics are more.
There actually have been 21 cycles.
But how would they have so many capital Reapers? Since there's said to be something like 20,000 Reapers. So, and each cycle ends with one capital Reaper.
It's one Reaper per civilization.
I don't think that's enough civilizations.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
I find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different. We harvest your bodies, your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
You said you're the catalyst, but what are you?
Creepy ghost child.
Construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem.
Talking about my operator?
I was created to bring balance, to be the catalyst.
No, just the creepy ghost child that has
synthetics.
That has two voices.
So you're just an AI.
In as much as you are just an animal, I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created.
Correct.
By who?
I once recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics.
Kaylee, you can have
I
some
was
pets.
first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers.
Precisely.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them, that you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves.
When you make an AI to solve a problem, and the AI realizes you are the problem.
They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
That's always the problem, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Once the AI realizes the fleshy bits are the problem.
I am only facilitating their request.
Here's the
taking away our future.
What? When AI realized it cannot exist without the fleshy fiends.
Okay, 2B.
We might as well be machines, programmed to do
For fuck's sake.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen.
Yep, it looks like we're finally getting near the end.
If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us. But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
What exactly will happen?
Your Crucible device appears to be largely intact. However, the effects of the blast will not be constrained to the Reapers. Technology you rely on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage.
The Geth don't live, Kaylee. Neither does Edie. They all die.
There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace won't last. Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
I'll explain the endings when we do this, when we finally finish this fucking cutscene, Kaylee.
So the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can?
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
How can I control the Reapers if I'm dead?
Your corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and even your memories will continue. Your connection to your kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
Yeah, Kaylee, I managed to form a peace between the Geth and the Flotilla race. What you do is nothing but the Paragon options. So in Mass Effect 2, you don't present the evidence, and instead you rally the crowd. You get loyalty missions for both Tali and Geth and Legion, and you make sure that they stay loyal by meditating the peace between them. Then you destroy the heretics for the Geth, which gives you a renegade. Then in Mass Effect 3, you do no renegade options for either side. You do all the side missions, and then with a high enough score, you will be able to broker a peace between them.
But the Reapers will obey me?
Yes. We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit. There is another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
Explain how my energy can be added to the crucible.
Your organic energy, the essence of who and what you are, will be broken down and then dispersed.
To do what, exactly?
The energy of the crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics. It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Why couldn't you do it sooner?
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Why?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready, and you may choose it.
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life.
Fuck evolution. And fuck the civilized. We're gonna blow everything up. You see, they always have trouble adding the human factor, which is fuck peace, fuck understanding, and instead blow everything the fuck up.
No. Fuck peace, fuck understanding, and fuck ourselves.
Fuck everything else. But anyway, the blue option, which is the Paragon. I don't feel like either of them should be Paragon or Renegade. But Paragon is where you become basically the overseer of the Reapers, and intergalactic police happen. And intergalactic police happens. Synthesis is where everything gets molded into some kind of cyber weird form, where robots and humans become the same. And Paragon is where you blow the Reapers up and all robots and any AI or anything. But then it is said that in a few years the same thing will happen again, except this time the Reapers won't be there to save anything. So naturally, since we're Commander Shepard, we're going to blow the Reapers up.
Hello, I'm Commander Shepard. I'm gonna blow your shit up.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm Commander Shepard. I have anger management issues.
Yep, and now hopefully this time we can get to the perfect ending. Why did she walk towards it though? I have to admit.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Jeff, we need to go.
And then Joker doesn't want to leave you.
Damn it.
Of course he doesn't. You're his best friend. Yeah. I'm most likely the only person who doesn't go, does it hurt, and pokes him into the leg.
I want to do that now. Hey Jeff, does it hurt? Does it hurt, Jeff?
We have brittle bones, Jeff. Pokes, pokes, pokes.
And everyone just starts immediately warping the fuck out.
Because, you know, experimental weapon that we never tested in that much to blow up may or may not be a great idea to just stick around and see the fireworks.
Yep. Well, at least Big Ben survived.
The crown will rise, or what?
British Empire intensifies. And then the Citadel kind of explodes a bit. It survives though, it just kind of has a slight bit of an explosion.
Nope.
And then the mass relays wreck themselves.
Kaboom!
Kaboom! Well, it's nice to know these 5 Asari lived. 6 Asari, sorry. Welcome back, Bronze. You're just in time to see the giant space squid monster things die.
Here's the thing, this 5 Asari could be the entirety of the Asari Republic's army, because they do not have a standing army. Meanwhile, I'm surprised the Krogan did not just jump down and start looting the shit out of the Reapers.
They're too busy celebrating. They get drunk and then start doing it.
Why did that not happen the 0.5 seconds after the Reapers fell?
Yep, and now we get to see if this ending was actually worth it. Because if they put the Commander Shepard plaque up, that means it's not worth it. If Ashley refuses to put it on, then that means the perfect ending has been achieved. So sit back, relax, and hope the past 3 hours have been worth it. Yes. 1 hour of gameplay and 2 hours of cutscenes.
The war is over. The Reapers have been defeated. Against all odds, and in the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known, we survived.
We lived! Yay!
We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged, but we won. This victory belongs to each of us. Every man, woman, and child. Every civilization. On every world.
Come on, Shepard, you bitch.
Now, as we take our first steps toward restoring what we lost, we must remember what it took to win. This wasn't a victory by a single fleet, a single army, or even a single species. If this war has taught us anything, it is that we are at our strongest when we work together. And if we can put down our grievances long enough to stop something...
the Citadel's fine.
Imagine what we can achieve now that they are defeated. It will take time, but we can rebuild everything that was destroyed. Our homes, our worlds, our fleets and defenses, all of this and more. Together we can build a future greater
You know,
than
it's
any
kind of
one us
impressive
could
that you
imagine. A future paid for by the sacrifices
forget the
of
name
those
of
who
the
fought
species,
and
but they
died
actually
alongside us.
rebuilt their home world
A future
in
that many
record
will
time.
never see.
Yeah. Don't you dare put that fucking plaque on the board. Don't you dare put that fucking plaque on the board, Ashley. Don't you dare do it.
And while we still have many challenges ahead of us, we can face them together.
Don't you fucking dare put it on the board.
And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Yes! Commander Shepard lives! You didn't put it on the board! Fuck you! Fuck you! There we go.
I just want her to put there so just Shepard just shows up and then tears it off saying, fuck you, I'm alive.
What's that, bitch? Oh. I haven't seen this before. There's the N7 tag. Shepard! Yes! I'm very happy now. Remember, all of this was achieved by some save filing. by some save file editing. Okay. Well, this is... Well, I have no idea how long the credits last for. So we're just going to leave this on. So, thank you all for coming. I'm glad you've been here for the past couple of hours with me. I didn't intend it to last that long. I thought maybe take an hour and a half, but you know, the cutscenes happen.
Good stream.
Yeah, Commander Shepard lives. You know, we just plunge. You know, we're just gonna plunge the entire galactic community into another war because now there's nothing to stop this synthetics rising again, just so Commander Shepard could live. Truly, humans are marvelous species. Oh, I have a rush of euphoria that I haven't felt since beating Dark Souls. Maybe I should do another Dark Souls stream at some point. I managed to beat the first giant on my first try. I beat the Pursuer on my third. I beat the Old Dragon Slayer on my first. I beat the Dragon Slayer, the Dragon Knight on my first, but that's not really much of an achievement. But I beat the Rune Sentinels on my third try, which I consider to be an achievement. The thing is, Kaylee, I've never been able to get that score high enough. Like, I think you still have to do some save filing to get there. I'm not sure though. Thank you, Cookie. Whew. This is a lot of people. I didn't like Kaylee to I didn't like Liara, to be honest. She was kind of shoehorned into the game. Kaylee, I downloaded the same-sex romance mod for Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3. For Mass Effect 1, you can get to just about everything. For Mass Effect 2, you can get a lot of scenes, but for Mass Effect 3, you won't be able to get any of the sex scenes because they never uploaded it. What these mods do is that they simply edit and restore some old files. I think in Mass Effect 1 and 2, whoever developed it made sure that there were some backup files hidden in the game, so if people ever wanted to do a same-sex thing they could. But in Mass Effect 3 they kind of had to edit things a little. Fem Shep and male Shep sometimes speak with each other's voices in the first part, in the opening parts of the game. And in some others, when either Caden or Ashley is in hospital, their lines are blank. Well, the subtitles are there, but they just don't say anything. I'll tell you what, there better be some friggin' reward for making it all the way through the credits, because holy shit, these are some long-ass credits. But, so, what you can do for Mass Effect 1 is that it simply just put in the mod into Biogame. I think it's either Biogame Cook PC data files and then just overwriting them. The game will crash a few times, but if you reload it, it should be fine. I think you have to do the same for Mass Effect 2, but Mass Effect 3 requires a actual mod manager to work. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 copyright laws. 15 copyright laws. Sorry, 17.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right.
I mean, it's the A we are talking about.
Mm-hmm. And... oh, no, not done yet. There's a last bit.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the
A lot of credits.
Mm-hmm. Just a lot of more credits than the movie, to be honest.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the Shepard.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
And we're right back to before that happens. So, Jesus. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming, everyone. I hope you like my shirt. It's a nice shirt.
That's fun.
I love all of you. But for now, I'm going to go and shower. There's some arm hair now. The body hair is growing back, and body hair sucks. So I've got to shave all that off. Thank you to Janet for donating, and thank you to everyone for coming and being in chat with me and keeping me sane. I love you all, and I will see you either tomorrow or Saturday for Armored Warfare PvP, if the PvP even exists at that point. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I love all of you, as I said before, and see you all next time. Bye.